July 5th, 2022, Daily Bread. Passage Mark chapter 14, verse 27 through verse 42. Key verse 36. Title: Jesus prays at Gethsemane. You will all fall away, Jesus told them. For it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I have risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee. Peter declared, Even if all fall away, I will not. Truly I tell you, Jesus answered, today, yes, today, before the rooster crows twice, you yourself will disown me 3 times. But Peter insisted emphatically, Even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you. And all the others said the same. They went to a place called Gethsemane, and Jesus said to his disciples, Sit here while I pray. He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death, he said to them. Stay here and keep watch. Going a little farther, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible the hour might pass from him. Abba, Father, he said, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. Simon, he said to Peter, are you asleep? Couldn't you keep watch for 1 hour? Watch and pray, so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Once more he went away and prayed the same thing. When he came back, he again found them sleeping, because their eyes were heavy. They did not know what to say to him. Returning the 3rd time, he said to them, Are you still sleeping and resting? Enough! The hour has come. Look, the Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer. Daily Bread Message. Jesus spoke to his disciples, You will all fall away. This was God's truth, as written in his word. Peter insisted that he would never disown Jesus, as did all the other disciples. Jesus was a good shepherd for them. He would be struck down and they would scatter. But this is how God would be revealed. This is how Jesus would shepherd his own. Jesus confided in these disciples about his overwhelming sorrow. Jesus prayed. His prayer shows the depth of his humanity. He bore the weight of the sin of humanity on himself, but he did not bear it alone. He bore it to his Father in prayer. The disciples could not pray with him. They could only sleep. Jesus alone could bear the weight of sin, but he did so in prayer. He took the cup of suffering and death in accordance with his Father's will. Jesus would be delivered over to sinners. He did so in order to save us. In prayer, he bound himself to his Father, our God, who has been bearing our rejection and sin on himself. Jesus offered himself. He took the cup of suffering that we cannot comprehend, so that we may be saved. Prayer. Lord, thank you for Jesus who suffered and prayed for me. Help me to accept him newly each day. One word. Jesus suffered for me.